But not everyone comes to Alaska just to look at the wildlife or the views. Some come to search for buried treasure. Daring men and women willing to risk it all to find their fortunes on America's frozen frontier. Sometimes, out in Alaska's vast wilderness, the morning commute can be extreme. The pilot of this helicopter is on his way to pick up a mining executive waiting for a ride to work. Geologist Darwin Greed is here to check in on an exploratory drill that's plumbing this mountainside for traces of precious metals. But to get there requires a hair-racing descent by helicopter. He needs to reach this tiny platform perched on the edge of the mountain down below. It's one of many such drilling rigs that dot the cliffs here. They're part of an operation called the Palmer Project, a search for copper, zinc, silver, and gold in Alaska's coast mountains. It takes skilled Alaskan mountaineers to build these platforms on such steep, rocky terrain. A century ago, prospectors would have clambered up peaks like this one on foot in the search for precious metals. But today, Darwin and the other members of his drill crew start and end their shifts by helicopter. It's not a job for anyone afraid of heights or nerve-wracking flights. And flying these kinds of missions requires a lot of skill, especially in the mountain's tricky updrafts. Today, this experienced pilot swings down over the valley, then back around to get the right angle for the approach. Once he's in position, he starts his descent to a tiny landing pad. If a gust of wind pushes him off course, the landing will have to be aborted to avoid a potentially deadly crash. But this pilot manages to make a feather-light touchdown on his very first try. It's too dangerous to park a helicopter on this temporary pad, so the pilot lifts off to seek solid ground. Now, on his own, Darwin hikes the rest of the way down to the drill site. His team's hard work is already paying off. Core samples from these drills have shown that this mountain range holds great potential riches below. Once those minerals have been carefully mapped using surface drills like this one, the mining company Darwin works for hopes to be able to extract it using underground mines. Drill crews on the Palmer Project work 24 hours a day here, in 12-hour shifts, 5 months a year, no matter what the weather. Just the latest in a long line of hard-working men and women who have come to Alaska to seek their fortune in daring and often thrilling quests for copper, silver, and gold.